In life, there comes a fire. Most see ashes and believe the story is over. Ashes are not the end. They are the birthplace of transformation. The phoenix does not ask permission to rise. It rebuilds itself through pain, through discipline, through purpose. And perhaps the greatest tragedy in life is not falling. It is remaining in the ashes when you still possess the power to rise. This season is for the tested, for the wounded, for those who refused to surrender their soul. Listen carefully. Your fire was not sent to destroy you. It was sent to remake you. Welcome to Season 3 of Your Moment Starts Now. The Phoenix Mindset with Tony Zotti.
What if I can say these words? I know what it feels like to sit in the ashes. I know what defeat feels like. I know what shame feels like. But I also know that defeat is not a permanent address. Defeat is an event, not a destination. Welcome to Your Moment Starts Now. I'm glad we could spend a few moments together. I would like you to pay attention closely and feel the raw emotion of someone who has walked through shame and hardship. As you know by now, I'm not the type of person that will pretend that life has always been easy. I want you to know I'm not speaking in theory, but of life challenges. Today, I want to talk with you about something every one of us will or has experienced: shame and hardship. My prayer is that this message will bring peace, hope, and a renewed faith to go forward. Many people are ashamed because they believe hardship means I made a bad choice. I'm not good enough. Everyone else has it figured out. I should be stronger than this. But hardship visits everyone eventually. It comes through loss, illness, financial struggles, broken relationships, loneliness, disappointment, aging, and uncertainty. The difference is not whether a hardship comes, it's what we learn from it. Let me remind you of this solid truth. Hardship is not proof that something is wrong with you. It is proof that you are living. What often causes shame is when we separate ourselves from people because we think we are the only ones going through this and feel unable to understand that many others are going through the exact same thing. I urge you today to stop hiding and stand firm. Your life is worth living. Do not rob yourself from the goodness that surrounds you. I want to remind you again, I will be turning 69 this year. When I think about it, my life seems to have passed like smoke rising towards heaven. It goes by so fast. This is why we must start living in our full potential right now. Don't waste another moment trying to figure out what will happen. I have lived through hardships before, and I still have them today. The hardship changed, but they never disappeared. What changed was my understanding. I learned that hardship is not my enemy. It is a teacher. It taught me patience, humility, compassion, and above all, faith. The most amazing lesson I have learned through hardship is something that has opened my eyes to move forward. Rise from the ashes like the phoenix and understand this very liberating truth. Hardship and worth are not connected. Let me share the story I know we have heard many times. I would like to repeat it because it will really bring weight to what I said. If I were standing in front of you holding a brand new crisp $20 bill, I would say, "Who would like to have this?" Everyone will lift their hands to receive it. And then I say, "Wait a minute." I take the $20 bill and crumple it and ends up all wrinkled. I would say again, "Who would like this $20 bill?" Everyone will lift their hands to receive it. Now here comes the interesting part. I'll take the $20 bill and put it on the floor, crush it with my feet until it becomes dirty and really in bad shape. I will ask the same question, and most people would still want it. I hope you know where I'm going with this. Are we not worth more than that $20 bill? The answer is a resounding yes. Even if the $20 bill went through all these hardships, it is still worth $20. Life as a way to crumple us, crush us, and make us sit in the ashes of despair. Nevertheless, when I rise and look in the mirror, I am still worthy of living my life. Understand something from a man that has experienced shame and hardship. And with all humbleness, I say, stop, look around, and shake those ashes off. Then walk. You are worthy to take on life and be successful. Let me be clear. Shame comes when we confuse circumstances with our identity. Don't be ashamed of your hardship. Be proud that you are carrying it and still moving forward. The strongest people are not those who never fall. They are those who keep walking after they do. Shame says, I should have known better. I shouldn't be here. People will think less of me. I never wanted my life to look like this. But let me say the following. The hardest thing was not the hardship. The hardest thing was forgiving myself. Take it from me. You don't need to spend a lifetime trying to do the thing that will set you free. Forgive yourself today. I can honestly say, in the past I lost my footing. I felt ashamed. I walked through the fire, and I rebuilt. I want to take a moment and want to share with you what the Apostle Paul had to say about hardship and grief. In 2 Corinthians 4, verse 8 to 9, says these words that he knew so well. We are hard-pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. Ask yourself this question. How did I make it up to now? I can say without a shadow of a doubt, by the grace of God, I stand. Because of His love for me, I go forward. May we stay focused on the love of God and go through your fire. There is life on the other side. I want to list some of the hardships that can make us lose sight of our worth and cause us to retreat. First one, financial hardship. This is one that has taken many captives. Here's the truth. Your financial situation does not define your worth. Number two, health hardship. Your body might become weaker, but your value as a person does not. Number three, family hardship. Divorce, a child making destructive choices, infertility, losing a loved one, family conflict becoming public. Many carry shame over situations they could never fully control. Number four, career hardship. Being fired, a business failing, having to start over at an older age. These hurt, but they do not erase a lifetime of experience or character. Number five, personal failures, addictions, poor decisions, broken relationships. Guilt will come for what we have done, but shame often goes further and whispers, "This is who you are." This is not the same thing. Do not believe that lie. Listen carefully. Here's the battle against shame and humility. The distinction I find very helpful is the following. Shame says, I have no value because I failed. Humility says, I failed, but I can learn, grow, and continue with my life. One attacks your identity, the other acknowledges reality while leaving room for hope. Here's a quote from Mary Pickford. You may have a fresh start any moment you choose, for this thing we call failure is not falling down, but staying down. Many people believe strength means never failing. I don't believe this. Strength is getting back up with wisdom that you did not have yesterday. King Solomon was credited to be the wisest man. He said these everlasting words in Proverbs 24:16. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they will rise again. Let's remember this. Here it doesn't say they never fall. It says they keep rising. Now here's the balance. Let me remind you of what I spoke about at the beginning of this episode. I know this is worth repeating because it will give us the keys we need to move forward and walk with confidence. What if I can say these words? I know what it feels like to sit in the ashes. I know what defeat feels like. I know what shame feels like. But I also know that defeat is not a permanent address. Defeat is an event, not a destination. May we always remember this. There is always a new day, another day to get better, another day to build. This I don't take for granted. This perspective transforms hardship from something that happens to us into something we can grow through. Thank you for spending these moments with me. My hope is that something shared today reminded you that even in the fire, you are not abandoned. Take time to reflect on these thoughts. And when you're ready, I invite you to join me for episode 7. Don't miss it. Trials that became the teacher. Until then, I'm Tony Zotti. Take care of your heart. God bless you abundantly.